What's up, Aries? This is Marcus from Untitled Oracle, back with another tarot oracle reading here for you. So this is going to represent the time frame of April the 11th to April the 17th. And so what we're going to do is get you some tarot cards and some oracle cards, kind of clarify what you should work on for the week. I just want to say thanks for all the love and everything for all the Aries and people who've watched the page. Definitely like, share, and subscribe. All right. We'll go over a few things. What I'm going to do is I'm also going to get you a spiritual card, and I'll actually read the card for you so we know exactly what you're working on. So I see it looks like, Aries, you guys are actually working on some big things. You have a time for healing, you have the arousing, manifestation, you have shock, a crisis, upheaval, awe-inspiring, dramatic power shifts, unpredictability, a shake-up that's a wake-up. All right, so I know that this week we're actually having the conjunction between Jupiter and Neptune. So for some of you Aries, you may have a lot of Jupiter energy or possibly Neptune in your chart. Okay, so let's see what we have here for you. Let me just work on this here. So what's the energy? All right, so you're showing up in your own reading. All right, so the center of the reading, what covers you, is the Emperor card. Right, so you might have been putting some structure together. I'm getting a big sense that you're actually bossing up, that you've actually been trying to work on making a business or trying to be the head of your job. Right, what crosses you is the Page of Cups. Right, so this could be a artistic project that you might be working on, something that gives you a lot of inspiration, insight, good feeling. Okay, now you're manifesting that you're gonna have to make a choice of which direction that you might have to go. Okay, so for some of you, you might be working on something and you're not really clear where you're going with it. Okay, so the base of everything is the Six of Cups. So this is you, this is some Scorpion energy. So possibly you might have some reminiscing going back, you might have something else or a new opportunity that's coming to you. All right, so we have the Moon and we have the High Priestess is your future energy. All right. So what's the answer for them this week? What's the advice for Aries for this week? Okay, so we have the Wheel of Fortune. Right? So things are kind of turning in your favor and the tides are turning for you. So the big thing is whenever the Wheel of Fortune comes, you just want to keep manifesting that same energy that you've been working on because the universe is in your favor. The stars are kind of aligned. The Wheel of Fortune shows the four corners of the universe, and you also see all the fixed energies. So this kind of lets you know how to make things move forward for you. All right. Now, what strengthens? Oh, that came out quickly. The Eight of Wands. Okay. So what's strengthening for you is it's going to be fast movement. Again, because of the fact that there's going to be that conjunction this week, I think that that's going to have a big change or a big focus on you, especially since we have the Six of Swords here. So because we have the Moon is directly connected to, the Moon is connected to Pisces. All right, and then we have the Towers. Yeah, so the funny thing is we have two cards here, and I'll show this to you. So the bottom of the deck energy is the King of Cups. So this is you being well-spoken, being very admirable, people having a lot to say to you, and you're very good at advice. You're also a very well-spoken leader, and people care for you. You may even actually be almost like a spiritual teacher or someone who teaches like meditation or something of that nature. All right. So now what's really shocking here is you have this card, the Arousing. So you see there's a lot of lightning and striking, and then you have the Tower. Right, so you have something that's going to suddenly change. It's going to be amazing. And you also have manifestation. So you must be manifesting and working really, really hard on something. Maybe with the new moon in Aries, you manifested, maybe did some goals or did some rituals there. And you have something that's coming that's going to be really, really good for you. Yeah, again, what covers you right now is the Emperor card. So this is you bossing up, you're taking more control of things, you're setting structure for how you want things to go. For different people, it means different things. So take this how it resonates. For some of you, you may be setting up a business and you're trying to set up the walls, set up the plan, setting up your business model. You might be setting up your mission statement, doing all those things and getting that in order. Now, anything that comes to you, you're ready to fight. You got your chainmail on. So, if it comes to you setting up the business name and you find out someone else has your name, you might be willing to go, after that person and see if you can get them to give you the name or what may have you. You might have to actively change the name of the company. Maybe, if you're looking to be a nonprofit, you might look further at grants or what may have you. But this week you're doing a lot of work, which is kind of covering that ground of you being the boss and you kind of setting the precedent for everything. Now, you have the Page of Cups. All right. Now, all pages are representative of messages. So this could be a shocking message that comes with you, which makes a lot of sense because you also have the Tower, which is something that comes really quickly and kind of shocks and changes things. But you with the Page of Cups, this is possibly a passion project or something that's coming in. You may have started to work on your meditation skills. You might have worked on like a spiritual practice, or you might have even started to take up like a new side practice that you're working on. And this could be in conjunction to your business that you're working on. I'm hearing for some people, you might be starting your own art studio and you just started working on a new art piece and you might decide that you're going to make like a collection for this specific idea you have. And so that's more than likely the energy that's going to kind of project your business going forward, because people are going to be looking for these pieces and it's going to be kind of almost like your signature piece. So that's definitely something that you want to keep an eye on. I'm seeing here too that you have a combination of sixes. You have this Lover's card. You have the Six of Cups. You also have the Six of Swords. So the sixes, they're all based on destiny. They're all based on victory. So the sixes, especially because these sixes are connected to the Lovers. So you want to think about the choices that you're making. Okay. The Lovers also can do with relationships. For some of you, you may be finding a relationship or might be finding a partner that you work really, really well with. Or this could also be a relationship that you're finding a significant other that you might fall in love with or be really connected. For different people, it's going to have different messages. For you, Aries, this could be you. And then this new passion could be a water sign that you're getting in contact with and starting a relationship with. And you're making that choice. And this might be your significant other. This might be your partner for the future. Okay. Now, if you look at the card, you see the feminine aspect. She's looking up at the goddess or at the angel, and she's trying to figure out what's going next. The divine masculine, he's also looking up at the goddess to try to figure out what's next, because they want to figure out what they're going to do next on the 3D, and they're trying to get those energies in balance. So this is why the woman and the man are looking, because they want to be on the same page so they can make this happen on the 3D or on Earth. Right? Now, I have the Six of Cups. So the Six of Cups, this is about receiving a gift. This is about reminiscing, nostalgia. So for some of you, this is what I get. If it has to do with love, I'm thinking that some of you might run into an old friend who is a Scorpio or a water sign. And this person may spend some time with you and give you that gift of time. And this makes you kind of reminisce. Okay. Now, just looking from this person that you run into, they might be a little younger than you, because you see the older brother is receiving the gift from the younger. So they might be a little bit younger than you, or this person might be a junior. They could be, this could be anything. This could be someone that you worked with in the past who's a little younger than you, or someone that you worked with in the past that they might be in a lower position than you. But I see that this is the kind of the foundation of things. Now, for those who are doing business, this could be you having nostalgia about a past thing that you've done before. Maybe you have a passion to be an art teacher and you tried it out and it didn't work out for you. So you had to go get a regular 9 to 5 and then things were working out. And were able to take care of your bills and pay things. But then as you move forward, someone came to you and said, hey, would you like a full-time job as an art teacher at a school? We'll give you $50,000 a year. And you're like, you know what? I couldn't wait to use $50,000 a year to teach art. Okay, so this is you kind of getting that gift from a younger person or possibly a person in a lower position. And this is making you smell the flowers. And this is making you come back to yourself. Okay. We have the Moon card. All right. So some of you, as I mentioned before, may have been manifesting things in the moon. And this is now sending you on this new journey Okay, that's having you balance out your yin and yang energies. You have the white dog, which is supposed to be representative of the domestic side, and then you have the other dog here. This is more of a coyote. This is supposed to represent kind of like the feral side of you. Now, the moon cycle is bringing this lobster out. So this is bringing you to travel that journey to try to figure this out. So this may be the new thing that you're trying to change within yourself, and this is what's putting you on that journey. You know, you're using your intuition to move yourself forward. All right. Now, in the future, we have the High Priestess. So for some of you, intuitively, you can feel something's coming. Okay. Now, we have the Tower card, which this is representative of Plutonian energy. Right? So Pluto right now is in Capricorn, which is Pluto in Capricorn is about dramatic change. This is about changing for the future, things that you can't see that are kind of working in the background. And that's kind of what we have here for the High Priestess. Intuitively, you can feel something's changing. And for those of you Aries, I'm an Aries moon. So the way that we feel things is we actually get goosebumps, or we actually will get like a curdling in our stomach. You know, we'll actually feel like our ears get tight, or you might feel your back get tight. You know, Aries, you guys are very, very, very aggressive and athletic and strong. But the way that we actually feel our intuitive senses is you actually are very empathic. So we actually feel it within our body. You know, if we'll feel the pain in our feet, or we'll feel the pain in our back, or our stomach will tighten up. So you might have been experiencing this recently, Aries, that you're starting to feel things coming. You just can't put your finger on it. You know, so you kind of know something's coming, but you can't see it exactly. It's going to show itself to you. Now, the high priestess goes along with the result card. The reason why is because this is your future energy, and this is the result of everything. If you keep everything in the same place, so what I take from you, Aries, is a few things. One, you have a feeling that there's going to be a dramatic change that's going to come. So if you're working at a company, you might be aware that, you know, somebody's missed a certain amount of days, so they might be getting fired from their job. Or maybe somebody's sick and they've taken leave from their job for a while, and they're now looking to replace the job. So you kind of are aware that they might give you the job, you know, and that might be something that's coming. You know, you also might be aware of a lot of different things that you can intuitively feel. But I can assure you that you're in Aries season, and you can kind of feel already what's going on around you. So just trust your instincts, and it's going to be beneficial to you. Right? We have the Wheel of Fortune. This is your advice. The Wheel of Fortune is saying that you have the universes in your back. It's kind of conspiring to help you. The Wheel of Fortune is connected to Jupiter, which, as I mentioned before, Jupiter is about expansion and growth. And Jupiter is actually in Pisces. And in the next couple of days, on the 12th of April, it's going to be in conjunction with Neptune. So this is going to be a huge expansion. For some people, it's going to be a huge expansion spiritually, where they're going to have lots of downloads, lots of intuitive feelings. They're going to have lots of vivid dreams. They might have some new skills that come to them that they had no idea that they had. Then there's going to be some people that who already have these intuitive skills are now going to be able to use these intuitive skills on Earth. So they're going to be able to kind of tap into these things and be able to manifest things on Earth that they'll be able to use with that expansion that comes from Jupiter. The Neptune energy is really, really dreamlike, really sleepy. And it's funny because you actually have the moon here, which is representative of Pisces, which is ruled by ruled by Neptune. You have that in your past energy. And then you have the Jupiter energy. This is the answer of what's going to go on. So just be optimistic. Continue doing everything that you're doing. Things are going to work out for you. Right? You have the strength. What strengthens you in this week is the Eight of Wands. So you're going to have really, really, really quick movement. Okay? And this can be a lot of different things. If you can see on this card here, there's butterflies along with the wands. So this quick movement is going to be something that changes you. It's going to transform you. It's going to turn you into a whole different person. You're going to look at things and like, it's going to be almost like that Jay-Z song. You know, it was all good just a week ago. You're going to look at things and you're not going to be the same person from last week to this week. Okay, and it doesn't mean anything bad, but it's going to be swift change. Okay, this also could represent text messages. This could be emails, things that come in really quickly that are going to change your world. Okay, so you have, you know, just a my thought, you definitely have, you know, messages coming. You have the Page of Cups, which is a messenger, and then you also have the Eight of Wands, which is kind of representative of a messenger. Okay, Right? And please excuse my neighbors. They're outside, communicating and screaming back and forth. So I apologize for that. Right? You have the the Six of Swords. So the Six of Swords, this is your current energy. So this is you on a trip, on a journey. So you may be traveling, physically traveling, because you have the Eight of Wands and you have the of Swords together, which both are about quick movement, traveling, journeying. Possibly you just could be on a spiritual journey, since, you have the moon in the past energy. So you may have some Pisces energy in your chart, and maybe you've been upgrading. Maybe you've been meditating, and you're starting to see these changes come within you. Okay? Now, we have the Tower. This is a sudden change. Okay? This doesn't necessarily mean something negative. This could be a sudden download that comes and just change the way you look at things. This could be a dramatic change. One day you might walk in and your boss is like, hey, everybody, this person is now your new manager, and you just made a raise of $20,000, and now you have a company car, and now you have a company spot. Like, this is going to be something that changes right away. For those who have business, all of a sudden you're going to get a new client, and that new client's going to drop, a $40,000 account on you. That this is going to be a consistent thing every week. So this is going to be something that comes it's going to come really quickly. All right. Now we have the manifestation card for you. Okay, and then we have a time for healing. All right, and this is the balsamic moon. And then, like that sudden change again, we have the arousing. Now, here's the funny thing: the arousing is what number? 51. 5 plus 1 is a 6. You have the Lovers, you have the Six of Cups, you have the Six of Swords. Now you have the arousing, 61. This is a shock. This is crisis, upheaval. This is going to be something that's awe-inspiring, dramatic power shifts, unpredictability, a shake-up. That's a wake-up. So this is something that, for me, I'm not taking that this is going to be bad for you. And then, look at the synchronicity. It's lightning, right? It's red. Now, if you used to go on Google and search, Aries, what god, what Avenger god are you closest to? It'll always say that you're close to Thor. So you see the lightning here, but then you see the red for the Aries. Okay, you can't make these things up. Right? So now I'm gonna take a moment. I'm gonna read your manifestation card. Let's see what the angels and the spirits have in turn for you. All right, so let's see what we have for you for your message. All right, so Aries, your message is: manifestation is the ability to bring our thoughts, dreams, and intentions into reality. The spiritual law of manifestation helps us create from deep within energies and experiences that lead us together for greater fulfillment and purpose. You're blessed to receive the angel card today, for it encourages you to recognize your power. You're a master of manifestation. Whenever you focus on something, your loving thoughts and the best intentions, you bring this dream into reality. If you are working on bringing something to fruition at this time, whether with a project, an opportunity, or even a miracle, this card lets you know that it's unfolding right before your eyes. It's very important to stay elevated at this time and to focus on the positive energy, blessings, and positive talents and positive events that are happening around you. As you're magnetizing, even more blessings come into your world. Right? So this is basically what we've been talking about. You've been working on yourself, you're changing things, you have divine inspiration. So I really see that you're going to have a powerful week. It's been my pleasure reading this here for you, Aries. Definitely let me know in the comment box how the week was, what happened, and what changes you experienced, okay? Again, like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for your time. If you're interested in a personal reading, you can look at the comment box, and my contact information is in the description box. And also, if you so choose to, you can also donate to the page, which is greatly appreciated. That helps me to keep the page open. Also get new cards and oracles to serve you better. All right? Aries, it was a pleasure. Have a wonderful week. Peace.